und wollte ich drauf haben noch. wollte ich drauf haben noch. Welcome back to day 4 of the tournament. Some say it's day 3. To me, it's day 4. It's game day number 3, but this tournament is a 7-day tournament. And welcome, my name is Scott Yang, and we will be having 3 games for you today. First game here, New Zealand versus Lithuania. Let's take a look at the standings between these two teams. Lithuania is one of the most surprising team in the tournament so far. They were newly promoted from Division 3A, and they've won their opening game and lost a heartbreaker 2 nights ago against Hong Kong, China. Very, very well played, and we all had a lot of fun watching that game. And they're now ranked in 3rd place with a win and a loss in 2 games. And New Zealand, another surprise of the tournament, they are now with 2 losses in 2 games. The silver medalists of last year's tournament should have been one of the favorites, but multiple reasons of them not being able to put out the same performance as last year, and we would go over that as we go along with the game. But anyway, they're down in the 6th place, fighting for their lives here today as we come into day number 4 of the tournament. A very crucial day for all the teams who wants to win the tournament or who wants to stay in the division for next season. The referees, the officiating crew for today, referee from Slovakia, Zuzana Rimbarova. Linesperson from Italy, Daniela Egger, and from Korea, Park Jung-yoon. For New Zealand, they will be looking to their goalie, their number 1 Lachlan Henry. She had a great game in the opening game, losing a heartbreaker as well. She gave up 3 goals and took a rest 2 nights ago. And for Lithuania, we know number 25, Vilte Berichenkaite, very popular among their fans. We'll see if we can have a chance to see number 1, Bilea Jorgonkaite in net, and it doesn't look like it. It looks like Berichenkaite will still be in net, playing her 3rd game this tournament. Just Henry versus Berichenkaite. And 3 full periods of 20 minutes each. Stop clock, non-contact ice hockey coming up. And we have face-off. Lithuania in red playing on the left zone on the screen, and New Zealand in their white jerseys, also referred to as the Ice Ferns. And as always, the Ice Ferns, New Zealand will have quite a huge showing up around the rink. Very loyal New Zealand fans. And also, we do have a good number of Lithuanian fans around the stands. Very nice people from both sides. Very courteous. New Zealand, of course, speaks the same language as I do. Very friendly bunch of folks. And Lithuania, even though they don't read, a lot of them don't speak with English. They're very happy when I get the chance to talk to them. And thanks to their fans, they educated me a little more about the language of Lithuania. I suppose that's Lithuanian. And of course, we do have helpers around volunteering for the tournament. 2 of them actually helped me with keeping with the game clock. One of them with the name Baby, one of them sending rice to me, Vice Gentleman Mr. Kirk. And they were actually from Switzerland. I remember correctly, and they actually speak, I don't know, 20 different languages. And they talk to me about how to pronounce some of these names. And it's a community effort from everyone around Hong Kong, China, especially for those who are here in Discovery Bay. Here is a chance for New Zealand. Down low, behind the nets, tries to send it out to center. Play broken up by Lithuania, but New Zealand quickly gained possession of the puck. Anjari Mulari from behind the net, now on to Hope Gregory. A must-win game for New Zealand, as they're down 0-2 in the tournament. Here's a long shot by number 8, Justin Vichute. Kinkaitite. Down the other side, New Zealand with a press change. Tries to get it up to Hannah Shields. Goodman with the puck. Goodman sends it down. Blocked to the right side of the attacking zone. Still Goodman. Gabby Mills. New Zealand keeps it in the zone. Now we have Lithuania coming up. Kondragieva. Puck stripped off of her. And Gabby Mills on the right side trying to send it back in. I think she's due for a change, and she is going back to the bench. Now number 22, Kelly Nelson. To Ashley Richmond. On to the right to Vernal. New Zealand, an interesting story here. They were silver medalists from last year's tournament. Here's Nelson with the shot. This one deflected high out of bounds and face up in the Lithuanian zone. Under 16 and a half minutes to go in the opening period. We have no score. Lithuania with the puck. To the captain, Clara Miura, very dangerous player. Miura skating around out of their own zone. Dumps it back in for Petrauskaite. Raskauskaite to Petrauskaite from behind the net. Looking for Petrauskaite again. Rather, this is Sternaite. Long shot saved by Henry. And here's a penalty going on. It's going to be a hooking call, the first penalty of the game. And it's going to be against Kate Verno, number 5, for a hook. So New Zealand are going to have to play a player short for 2 minutes. With the player advantage for Lithuania. We'll see how they use this great chance. Here's to Chute to Miura with a long shot. The deflection in front of the net. Goalie Henry steered it aside. Here's Sternaite. Nice pass back to Miura with a one-timer. Very nice play. Here's another shot. Goalie had a piece of it. Finally covers the puck with a minute 23 to go in the power play. Great chance for Lithuania. We see this nice setup. Goalie made the initial save and quickly went down to cover the puck up. Gregory sends it down. Belichin Kaite at a touch to the side. Kloss sends it back in, and now Lithuania with a minute remaining in their power play. Kuchutik. Pass did not connect, and puck goes back to number 33, Marcelli Kiraite. Kiraite to Jasinovic from behind the net. Jasinovic still with the puck, looking for Miura. Miura to the right to Stirnaite. Back to Miura with the long shot. This one screened. Rebound. Goalie made a great save. Still no score. 17 seconds remaining in the power play. Lithuania very good with the control. Here is Miura again to Stirnaite with a one-timer. This one hit Lily on the skate. And that's it for the power play. Miura goes back to corral the puck as Verno comes out from the penalty box and joins the attack immediately. And there's a whistle. .38 to go. Face-off in a Lithuanian zone. New Zealand with the face-off win. Horner Pascal, certainly one of the top players on the team and one of the more experienced player on the team in Horner Pascal. Cross steers it to the corner. Centering attempt by Lithuania, picked up by Kelly Nelson. Nelson tries to dump it in for a change. .20 remaining in the opening. Is Mulari on the left side. Mulari gets in with a shot that's from wide and bounced way high. Petrolite sends it out, intercepted by number 12, Helmrich. New Zealand able to get the puck in the zone to keep it, but not a lot of shots to show for. And now Lithuania sends it out into the neutral zone for a change. New Zealand trying to catch Lithuania in a bad change. But Lithuania came out with it. Rastanaite on the right side. Sends it to the left side to Stripkowskaite. Here's a nice pass to Cross on the right side. Centering pass. Goalie made a save, blocked it to the side. Here's a shot tipped high in front of the net by number 6, Liani Goodman. Goodman playing a very good game today, being very active up front. Here comes Nelson. Nelson goes wide. Corner Pascal. scramble along the boards in the New Zealand zone. There is going to be a hooking call from against New Zealand as Lithuania goes in for the shot, and it's a tripping call. Penalty to number 10, Ashley Richmond for New Zealand. And Lithuania will go on to their second power play in the game. Here's a shot from the right side. This one goalie Henry steered it aside, but bounced all the way back into the Lithuanian zone. Into the neutral zone. To Chute. Just finished it, Chute. Steers it back. Captain Müller. Very nice passing. Sternaite on the right side, back to Müller. Müller with a shot, this one deflected. Goalie made the great save. It's a long shot. This one, goalie was screened. Almost got caught. Sliding to the opposite side of the shot. And this another long shot. But Lithuania saved by Lachlan Henry. Henry had a huge game in the first night of first day of play here in Hong Kong, China. Played great, giving up only 3 goals. Losing to a very high-powered opponent. There's Kiraite to Rastanite. Kiraite to Rastanite again. The same style. Shot from the blue line while clogging up the slot area. Here is Rastanite again with a shot. This one high and wide. It's a matter of time before they connect. The same play again, and now Richmond comes out of the box. Tries to strip the puck away from Rastanite. Greenute. Now puck movement to Richmond. Kiraite crosses the blue line, tripped up a little bit, no calls there. And here is New Zealand, number 12, Gracie Helmrich. Justin Chute with a long shot. This one gloved down by the goalie. And when we look at New Zealand, I do get asked a lot of times when I was around the rink, the silver medalists of last year, why are they struggling this season? Well, there are a lot of reasons, and one of them being missing players. One of them being Katja Blom, their elite sniper from last year. Blom led New Zealand in scoring during last year's silver medal run with 7 goals and 7 points in just 5 games. So if you look at points per game, that's probably even better than Connor McDavid in the NHL. And one of the reasons why we see New Zealand with their chances, they're able to push the puck up into the attacking zone and keep it there for a good time. But they're missing that final shot, that elite sniper Kadja Blong was for them last year. And one of the most pure finishers New Zealand has produced in years. And New Zealand do have a lot of, they do generate a lot of shots in all these games played here this year in Hong Kong, China. But they're lacking that assassin. And the other player missing was ex-captain Helen Murray. Murray, she's not on the roster this year. She's been the captain for New Zealand since 2016. And with all that experience and leadership on ice, and sometimes captain and when you have a veteran on the team, they act like the coach on ice. And younger players do look up to these veteran players, their presence. And so with Murray, Blong, and supposedly on the same line, Horner-Pascall, Jasmine Horner-Pascall, number 23. Horner-Pascall is the only player in a trio still on the team this year, and those are major reasons why we see New Zealand struggling early on in this tournament. And in place of those two veterans, we do have younger players. And when you throw younger players into a situation like this, they do have to learn the rope, so to speak, on the fly. And it's sometimes not easy for these players. But so far, New Zealand doing great, hanging in there, still generating chances despite running into penalty trouble early on in the game. Now they're having a power play of their own with New Zealand, with Lithuania's number 8, Viltaute Jasinovičiūtė in the box for a minor infraction. And hopefully this power play for New Zealand can turn the tide or to switch momentum for them. Here's a nice shot by Pascall, Horner-Pascall. Rebecca Lilly, back to Horner-Pascall, tries to make a shot, missed the puck, and now racing for the puck is Rebecca Kelly and Lithuania's Vaiva Rastanite. New Zealand goes for a change. If you notice, New Zealand tends to take frequent changes, and players never really stay on ice for too much time every time they get on the ice. Here's Caitlin Hoyer, another player who's receiving a lot of ice time on the New Zealand squad. Here is Lithuania with a 2-on-2 to the captain, Miura. Skate to the slot, shoots, whiffed on it. Would have been a lethal shot. Now Gregory sends it down. Regan Shattock for the chase. Regan Shattock, one of the shorter players in the tournament, standing just 4'11" or 1.5 meters. There's Jasinovičiūtė. Great stick work by Kelly Nelson. Smart play. Jasinovičiūtė wanted to poke the puck towards the goal. Steered away by Lachlan Henry, who's been playing absolutely amazing this game. Kukarova. Fake pass, steers it, redirected to the bottom end of the zone. A couple players colliding at each other. Everyone got up. Rastanite. 3 minutes remaining in the opening period. No score yet. Both teams generating chances. I would say Lithuania having the upper hand so far this period. The penalty to New Zealand's number 14, Caitlin Hoyer. Nice pick up by my trusty clock keeper here, scorekeeper, Mr. Kirk. We're looking through some research here, missing the penalty. Here's a shot. Oh, and that's a goal for New Zealand. That's ought to be a very, very important goal for the team. As New Zealand celebrates the first goal of this game here. Power play. Look at that, coming up from the slot area, goes in. It's a short-handed goal. And it caught Lithuania off guard with a shot there, and it's a 1-0 game for New Zealand. Of course, for Lithuania, the player to watch, number 10, Clara Müller. She's a Connor McDavid, or Celebrini of this division. The star in the team averages nearly 2 goals per game over her international career. 19 international games with 36 goals. You can see the team relying heavily on her as she really controls the power play. And on her right, oh, and a goal. As we're speaking about Clara Müller, she shows us what she's made up of. Great shot by Clara Müller with 1:32 remaining in the period. Lithuanian fans going crazy about the goal. Look at how she looks to her right with a couple of moves and sends it through a sea of players. The goalie, I will tell you, the goalie would not have a clue on where the shot originated from, because she did not have room at all. As you saw the goalie, Lachlan Henry, trying to look at where Müller was. She was staring to her left side, and Clara Müller just went the other way, knowing that there's going to be a lot of room. As the goalie was struggling to see, and that's a great showing of great teamwork. It's not just the shooter, Clara Müller, it's the entire team working to distract the New Zealand squad, to clog up the slot area, and giving the goalie all sorts of trouble. And Clara Müller, of course, with a great shot there. And that very quickly silenced the New Zealand crowd. 1-1 tie we have. And you just gotta wonder how good is this Lithuanian team gonna be as newcomers to this division. Freshly promoted, they're supposed to be the underdogs. They're supposed to struggle to stay in the division, and yet we have Lithuania going toe-to-toe with the silver medalist from last season. And that alone, I think it's a huge accomplishment for these young girls here playing on the ice. Average age of just 18 years of age for Lithuania. And that's it for the opening period. We have a 1-1 tie between New Zealand and Lithuania. We'll take a break. Second period coming right up. Welcome back to Hong Kong, China on day 4 of the tournament. My name is Scott Yang and we are bringing you the first game for today. New Zealand facing off against Lithuania, and we are in period number 2 right now with the game tied up at 1-1. Stats from the first period: shots on goals 14-8 in favor of Lithuania. Dominating period, but scoring just 1 goal, and that's thanks to, oh, that's a goal by Lithuania early on in the second period. Just before I was able to pull up the stats, Lithuania scores the goal-ahead goal for Lithuania. New Zealand trying to clear the puck out of the right in front of the crease. They want to clear it out, but the puck hit a skate and bounced back to a Lithuanian forward. They're giving the puck away in a high danger zone, and Lithuania able to convert into a goal. We're just going to talk about the stats from the first period. 6 penalty minutes on New Zealand, and they were having trouble with staying out of the box. And when you look at Lithuania with the trio between Klara Miura, Vigure Stjunaite, and Gabija Petrauskaite, you just have to stay out of the box a little more. As we saw, Klara Miura was able to dominate in any power play scenarios. For Lithuania, Klara Miura scoring the first goal with the assists from number 3, Emilia Tuchute, and number 18, Rugire Stjunaite. And right at the start of the second period, at number 7, Gabija Petrauskaite was able to score with a steal in front of the New Zealand net. And for New Zealand, Anyari Mulari, number 7, scored the lone goal in the first period. They've actually opened scoring, but it was a little over a minute after they scored, Lithuania was able to climb back. And here is a weak shot from New Zealand on the top of the slot. Lithuanian goalie Vilte Belichenkaite gloved it down for a face-off, and Lithuania has a 2-1 lead over New Zealand. That's a long shot. The puck chips over into the corner. Mulari spins around, a short pass onto the right, dumps it in for the chase. First to the puck is Emilia Tuchute. Lithuania dumps it in on the right, on the left side. Racy Helmrich, Emma Kloss, and the puck finds Lithuanians. Lithuania skating in, smooth skating. Great save, path save by Lachlan Henry. Now New Zealand on the right side tries a breakout. The puck was stripped away by Clara Mura, the captain for Lithuania. And quite possibly, and I personally say the greatest star on the team for Lithuania. Almost 5 minutes into the second period. Lithuania leading by 1 goal. They have a 2-1 advantage over New Zealand. They outshot New Zealand in the first period. And they're continuing with their awesome performance. Lithuania with the puck from their own zone. Great passing to number 21, Vaidinauskaitė. Ashley Richmond to Horner Pascal. Pascal, nice move, great shot. This one with a glove save. Goalie had a piece of it. Puck ended up behind the net. New Zealand keeping possession in the forward zone with a long shot. This one deflected down. Nice tip down right in front of the goal. Gabby Mills. And now Hannah Shields joining the bunch. Shields to Mill. And Mill with a shot. This one hit the post. Gabby Mills. Aoifi Orr sent it down low. Great offensive effort by New Zealand. Lithuania tries to clear it out of the zone, but sends it out into the New Zealand bench instead. So faceoff will remain in the Lithuanian zone, and it's a great couple of minutes for New Zealand as they were able to keep up the pressure. Keep it in the Lithuanian zone. There's Emma Kloss, sends it down for Gregory. Gregory to Mulari. Back to Kloss. Mulari scored the first goal for New Zealand. Sharp angle shot, this one high. She splits it up a little too high for the net. Jasinovic shooting with a little shot from the back. Helmrich with the long shot, rebound by Lithuania, quickly cleared it out of the danger zone. Lithuania finally getting the puck out of their own zone, but they're unable to get the change yet, and we have a penalty coming up. And a penalty is going to be a slash against New Zealand. Hannah Crossan, she could not believe the call. But it's been a great sequence of offense from New Zealand as they were able to pin Lithuania down in their own zone. Maybe New Zealand has found the key to getting up on their feet this tournament, as this is game 3 of 5 games. The 5 games they're going to play in Hong Kong, China. With 2 losses, this becomes a must-win for New Zealand. Chute with a long shot through traffic. Goalie Henry made the save. Shots on goal is 15-12 thanks to the New Zealand power play just now. We're able to level up, even up the stats quite a little bit. But now we have Lithuania on the other side of the story as they are on power play. New Zealand fans cheering for the team, and we have a quick whistle. That save from Henry. Look at how far out she plays. Very solid goalie in Lachlan Henry. She's been very good for New Zealand in this tournament. Right now she is really, I know it's a cliche, players tell their goalies all the time, and I get that all the time as a goalie, but this Lachlan Henry, she's really keeping her team in and giving her team a chance to picking up some points here this game. Great shot, deflection. Puck ended up behind the net. Chute, Declare over the long shot. Back to Chute. Chute with a long shot. Same strategy for Lithuania, clogging up the path between the blue line and the goalie. And now New Zealand with a short-handed chance. A little late flash going after the goalie and drawing the attention from Lithuanian defenders. That's generally a no-no, and we do have lines persons communicating with the referee, Susanna Rimbarova. Quick shot off the face-off. New Zealand unable to get the puck in their own zone. This now Kaite. Number 18, or sends it the other way. New Zealand tries another short-handed offense. It's Gregory going after the puck. Pinned down into the boards. Picking up the puck, number 16, Emma Cross. 4 more seconds to go, and that would do it for the power play. Teams return to equal strength. A battle in the corner deep in the New Zealand zone. 5 players joining the fight for the puck. And out with it is number 14, Caitlin Hoyer. Hoyer, it's a 2-on-2. Hoyer going in all alone with a shot deflected wide. Still a 1-goal game. Hoyer. Nelson with the shot. This one blocked. Here's another shot, also blocked, and this one ended up behind the net. Coming back out. Kelly Nelson turns around, gave it away. Lithuania comes the other way, sends it down deep. Lachlan Henry out to play the puck. Gracie Hamrick on to the right flank. Puck stolen by Lithuania as Lithuania gets it again. A little chip, gets it back out into the neutral zone. Now tripped down, and goal referee Susanna Rimbarova immediately had her arms up, and it's going to be a penalty. And this one against New Zealand yet again. As Jasmine Horner-Pascal, the heart and soul of the team, goes into the box again for 2 minutes. And New Zealand just can't seem to stay out of the box. It's going to be their 5th penalty in the game. as Jasmine Horner-Pascoe goes into the box for tripping. That's just going to give Clara Miura more chance to work her magic. And Miura, Sternaite, they work so well together. Here's Sternaite with a nice backhander, steered away by the goalie with the right pads. Under 9:30 to go, a minute 30 to go in the period, a minute 30 to go in the power play. Miura, Sternaite, back to Miura. Miura now on to the right to Tuchute, a slap shot. Very technical team. Miura. Of course, Miura, with her experience playing in the United States of America, currently plays for Chatham University in the NCAA level. And that North American style of hockey certainly helps the Lithuanian squad. And alongside with number 3, Emilia Tuchute, and number 7, and number 8, Viltaute Jasinovichute, all playing in the United States, playing a relatively high level of hockey over there. And that's also one of the reasons why you'd see Lithuanian leaning so heavily on these 3 players. While Tuchute is not a very flashy defender, he's very solid. He has a great slap shot. She can control the blue line. And she also plays very well defensively. As a defender, they don't get as much recognition as forwards, the flashy scoring forwards do, but she's quietly contributing to the team, and the trio of very young players, they're going to be shaping women's ice hockey in Lithuania for years to come. There's a long shot by Raskauskaite. Still 20 seconds remaining in a power play. Now New Zealand, Hoyer goes in. Number 14, Hoyer with a sharp angle shot. Stopped by the goalie. Raskauskaite to Vishnelskaite. And now that's it for the power play. Teams back to 5 apiece. New Zealand stole it with a long shot, glove down by Belichikaite. Still a 2-1 game, anybody's game really. Just 1 goal separate these 2 teams. We head on to the second half of the game. With 7:37 remaining in the second. New Zealand with the face-off win. Horner-Pascoe down deep to Kelly Nelson. Bukolova sent it the other way. Now Lithuania able to get it out into the neutral zone to shoot it, show one of her skills. Fighting now Skaite all the way down behind the net. To Kiraite with a shot, rebound to Chute with another shot. This one hits Vernal. Puck bounce into the corner, and New Zealand picking up the loose puck. New Zealand, awkward pass out there, finds Kiraite instead. And that's an offside call against Lithuania with 6:39 to go in the second. 2-1 to score. Lithuania with a 1-goal lead. Shots on goals, 24-14 in favor of Lithuania. Don't forget all those power plays New Zealand gave Lithuania also contributes to the high shot count for Lithuania. Here's Hoyer with a long shot, pad save, and now another glove save. The first pad save, rebound, a little lopping shot, gloved down by the goalie. An invalid face-off in the Lithuanian zone. 6:20 to go. New Zealand fans trying to cheer on for their favorite team, chanting "Let's go Ice Ferns." Here's number 6, Granute. Granute cuts in with a little grab from behind. Referee let it go, and play continues. Lithuania with the puck. Jarosapichute. Her pass being blocked. New Zealand with a wraparound. Quick save by the goalie with her pads and stick. Lithuania, number 8. Jarosapichute chips it in for a change. And now Clara Mula on the ice. Every time she is on ice, she's got to pay attention to her presence. Very, very skillful player. One of the best in the tournament, I would argue. And now Mula lost her footing. Fell on ice. New Zealand able to clear it out, but only to be taken away by Lithuania. Jarosapichute sends it in. Very quick footwork by Lithuania. Quickly goes out and get it. And now New Zealand, Mulari with the puck. Coming out from behind the net. Here's another shot. Blocked by Mulari herself. Richmond with a shot. Klaus wanted to tip it in. Had a piece of it, but the puck didn't go far enough to get to the goal. Emma Klaus sends it down. Lithuania with the puck. Tries to chip it out with a backhand. Not enough strength there. 4:30 to go in the second. Still a 1-goal game. Jarosapichute goes for the puck. New Zealand centering past to Mulari with a shot. This one wide by 2 feet. Mulari again, very good player in Mulari. With the absence of the veteran players, Mulari stepped right in as one of the top centers. Here's New Zealand. In front is Gregory. Nelson dumps it back in. Mulari gives chase. Corner Pascal and Mulari with duel. Looking like they have they're cutting better and better game after game as these two generate more chemistry between them as the tournament goes along. But now the key is it going to be too late, or is it going to be just in time for New Zealand to rack up some wins? Chances for New Zealand to medal is going to become more and more difficult. But I don't think that's going to be the focus for New Zealand right now. And it's more important for them to rack up a win or two just to stay in the division. Here's Kate Bernal, Emma Cross, Hannah Cross, to Horner Pascal. Dumps it in, Horner Pascal go for a change. Or she would have been there to collect the rebound. And now we have an arm up by the Lions person. Face-off's going to be outside of the zone with exactly 2 more minutes to go in the second. No more goals after Lithuania's goal. Now New Zealand fans becoming vocal in their support for the Ice Ferns. Ships it down the ice. Icing waved off by the front line's person. Nice steal there from behind the net, New Zealand. But unable to pick it up to generate any more offense. Hannah Cross down to pick up the puck, sends it out back into the neutral zone. To Chute. Ran into Liani Goodman. Hannah Shields to Hope Gregory. Stolen by Justin Chute. Ashley Richmond. We're down to the final minute of the game. Still a 1-goal game between these two. Great job, those two goalies in Lachlan Henry and Vilte Belicentaite. 20 more seconds. Malari with the puck. Goes in with her backhand. Sends it back down to Rebecca Lilly with a shot hit. A Lithuanian player. Now we have a little race for the puck. Final 9 seconds. With the shot is number 14, Victoria Bukalova. New Zealand with the puck, and that should do it for the second period. 2-1 the score. Final shot count after 2, 24-16 in favor of Lithuania. We'll take a break. Third period coming right up. Welcome back to the third period between Lithuania and New Zealand. After 2 periods of play, Lithuania in the lead. A score of 2-1, just a 1-goal lead. And now we are in the final period of the game, providing there's no overtime. But of course, if the teams do tie at the end of regulation, we will go into overtime. And it's all about the superstar, number 10, Klara Mula for Lithuania, the undisputed face of Lithuanian women's ice hockey. A goal-scoring machine, holds almost every single national record. An incredible 300-plus career points across various ice hockey leagues. Here comes Lithuania on the left side. Mula sending it back to number 18, Sternaitė, her line mate. Kiraitė sends it back. Down deep, Petrauskaitė to Mula. Blocks the puck with her body. Eventually losing the puck. New Zealand able to clear it down the ice, but intercepted by Lithuania. New Zealand in the Lithuanian zone with puck possession behind in at number 5, Kate Vernal. Vernal to Pascal, Horner Pascal. Back to Vernal. Vernal couldn't quite handle the puck, and Lithuania's goalie, Velichinkaitė, has to cover the puck for a rebound. And Klara Mula, just such a good player, and she brings in her NCAA experience here, where she was a top 3 scorer for her team. And that experience is in full display here in Hong Kong, China. Corner Pascal chips the puck back out. Rebecca Lilly. To Kate Vernal. And Oifi Orr sends it in. Kelly Nelson to Horner Pascal. Pascal back to Nelson. Nelson with a backhander. Lithuania unable to get it out. Under 18 minutes to go in the final period of the game. There's Jaroslav Tichute, Anna Shields. Gabby Mills giving chase. Hannah Cross. We do see some line juggling going on with the New Zealand bench. We're seeing number 11, Nurdles Gordon, on the left wing. Gordon, one of the younger players, if not one of the youngest on the squad. Had her birthday not long ago. Happy birthday. Also, Brianne Bick. Just a couple of days. Her birthday. Lithuania, Klara Mula took a hit in the corner. In return, she gave Ashley Richmond a little shove in the back. Richmond went for a change. Here is Lithuania, a 3-on-2 opportunity. Number 18, Rugile Sternaitė. Sternaitė couldn't quite control it with the backhand shot. Tied up along the goal line. Both players shoving at each other, and now we are going to have a penalty, or do we have penalties? Looks like there's just one. a high sticking penalty against number 18, Rukire Stirnaite. She's in the box for 2 minutes, a high stick penalty, and now New Zealand gets a break, and perhaps a chance to tie the game up with under 16 minutes to go in the period. Rebecca Lilly. Kelly Nelson. Now here is a breakaway chance for Lithuania. Breakaway chance, moves into the forehand, unable to let out the shot. That was Vitaute Jasinovičiūtė. And now Jasinovičiūtė ran into the corner, down on the ice, no calls. Kelly Nelson. Still Nelson chips it in. It's a New Zealand power play. So that was a surprising breakaway by Lithuania. And that's why you have to be very careful with this Lithuania squad. Rebound shot by Horner Pascal from the left side. Under 15 minutes to go in the period. Another minute to go in a power play for New Zealand. A very important power play here for New Zealand as they want to climb back into the game. Clearance, unable to keep it in his zone. Hoyer, number 14. Hoyer with the puck. Looking for a way to send the puck out. Seems all the passing lanes been blocked, so Hoyer brings the puck in herself, finding a path into the attacking zone. Lithuania steers it, clears it. Lachlan Henry stops it behind the net. Picking it up is number 7, Anjari Mulari, the captain. Cross ice to Gregory. Gregory with a shot blocked. Gregory goes in for the rebound. Lithuania to the puck first. Miura. Goalie for New Zealand slamming a stick onto the ice, notifying her teammates that the penalized players now back out on ice. And New Zealand goes in for a change. Nice steal by Kelly Nelson. Nelson goes into the slot, shoots, blocked. Rebound picked up by Mulari. Mulari impeded along the boards. Very good play by Nelson. Turns around to the shot. Mulari almost gets the rebound. Back to Lilly. Lilly fires it down deep with Horner Pascal to Mulari. Mulari with a shot. Goalie made the save with a whack there. And we have a tussle in front. Lithuanian players not happy about the late swing at their goalie. And that was it for the power play. New Zealand were able to keep the puck in the offensive zone, but unable to put it in the net. Scoring's been a problem for the New Zealand squad. They're still trying to figure out a way to put the puck into the opponent's nets this game or this tournament. They're doing everything else. They have great puck control. They generate a lot of offense in their power plays. But they're missing that final move that enables them to score. Here is Mulari. Mulari brings it in. Tries to cut it in all the way. Got to the crease and steered aside. Here is Ashley Richmond with a long shot. This one ended up behind the net. Hand across. Richmond to Gregory. Richmond back to Hannah Cross. Cross tries a long pass, and that one did not reach the intended target and ended up being an icing call against New Zealand. So Lithuania were able to get the change, but New Zealand did not. Miura. Kiraite able to keep the puck in the zone. Miura spins around with a great shot, took a hit. Now New Zealand, Mulari all alone. Everyone else going for the change, and now Mulari goes back to the bench for a change. Stiernaite with a shot, this one high. Play intensifying in the final half of the period. Stiernaite, puck stripped away by number 6, Liani Goodman, and now we have another penalty as Liani Goodman was hit into the ice by Lithuanian player, the alternate captain of the team. So now in the box is Emilia Tuchute, and New Zealand fans chanting for their team, and here is a shot. Great save by the goalie. Good start to the power play for the New Zealand, for the Ice Ferns, I should say. The shot right off the face-off. Here is another face-off win by New Zealand. Rebecca Lilly, number 17, with the puck, with a long shot. This one screened. New Zealand cross ice. To Nelson. Minute 30 to go in the power play. Nelson makes a move. Cross ice to Horner Pascal. To Lilly. Back to Hannah Shield. Back to Nelson. Nelson to Lilly. To Horner Pascal. Long shot. Rebound. Picked up by Lithuanian Jasinovic Kute. With a shot. This one wide. And Kelly Nelson with the puck on the left flank. Nelson with the puck with a shot. Blocker saved by Belichinkaite. 43 seconds to go in the power play. 2-1 still the score. New Zealand needs one goal to tie the game up. Hoyer with the puck. Crosses over the blue line with Mulari. Mulari finds Shields. Shields stops, unable to find a target for the pass. 2 white shirts in front of the goalie. Could have just shoot and do screens or deflections, but they wanted to get the puck put the puck a little closer to the net for the shots. And now Lithuania able to clear it out of the zone. That should do it for the power play. As Emilia Tuchute comes back out on ice, immediate goes for the bench for a change. Clara Miura, interception, turns the other way. Lithuania getting themselves into penalty trouble in the third period. Need to be a little more alert because they're up by just 1 goal. And the power plays show that the New Zealanders, they can generate offense when given the chance. And with one goal in the one goal lead in possession, I think it is essential for Lithuania to not give the New Zealanders any reasons or any chances to come back into the game. But Lithuanians, a much younger team when you compare them to New Zealand. Do they have enough experience on the belts or enough in their mental toughness to stay calm and just play their normal game to close out the win? Every little thing counts. Line changes, passes, how you handle the puck in your own zone. And it's more important now to rely on your teammates than to try to go all the way in with your own skills. Here is Rebecca Kelly. New Zealand playing much better in this period, but still unable to come over to the goal. Here comes a turnover. Here is number 21 with a backhand shot. This one just wide. Another long shot. Play in a corner. New Zealand Shields go for a change. In place of Shields, it's Emma Kloss. Now Kloss rushing in for the puck. Renute. All of a sudden, Lithuania having all sorts of trouble. New Zealand exerting a lot of pressure in the attacking zone. New Zealand, Hoyer, 6 more minutes to go. Hoyer goes in. The puck makes it through. Hoyer doesn't. She was in collision with another Lithuanian player. Racy Hemrick to Mulari. Mulari gave it away to Muda. Muda protects the puck, skates in, turns around, buys time for her teammates. Here's a one-timer to the open net, missed. To Chute, to Muda. New Zealand gets it, chips it in for a change. And there ought to be better options than to just chip the puck to the opponent's blue line and then going in for a change. And that created a direct turnover. And that was just dangerous play by New Zealand. Under 5.5 to go in the third period of the game. Going back for the chase is Hannah Cross. Icing waved off by the linesperson. Now New Zealand pumps the puck out. Going after the puck for the chase is number 5, Kate Vernal. Vernal unable to get to the puck, but Hannah Cross was. Kelly Nelson back to Ashley Richmond. Intercepted by Lithuania, and Nelson corrals the puck from the boards. Skating out from your own zone, under 5 minutes to go. Still Kelly Nelson. Hannah Cross. Jaslyn Horner-Pascal on the left side. Players making a change. Now Lithuania gets it, sends it down deep. New Zealand. A little over 4 minutes to go in this one-goal game between Lithuania and New Zealand. Bolari gets the puck. Too much traffic, so she sends the puck back behind for a regroup. Not the best pass, gave it away to Lithuania. Lithuania sends it down deep. Looking at how hard they forecheck, it's either Lithuania is running out of gas or they're playing it really safe. It is the third game in 4 days for all these teams. And this is exactly when fatigue really starts to bother players. Here's a tip. Goalie had it safe. Mulari with the puck. Lithuania with a shot right in front of the goalie. Point blank shot. That's number 8, Justin Fitsute. Kiraite with a long shot glove down by the goalie with just under 3 more minutes to go. We'll keep an eye out on the New Zealand bench to see if there is a timeout. And do keep an eye on the goalie to see when she's going to be pulled for an extra attacker. New Zealand desperately needs a point, at least a point. Otherwise, they'd be one of the teams to fight to stay in the division. There is Horner Pascal. 2.5 minutes to go. Nelson goes in for a shot, this one high. Lakauskaite. Kelly Richmond stops, sends it back. Caitlin Hoyer. Hoyer to the right side to Hannah Shields. Shields back to Hoyer. 2:05 remaining in regulation. All they need is 1 goal to keep everything alive. Here is Horner Pascal to Mulari. Mulari chips it and now taken away by Mula. Mula's puck stolen away by Horner Pascal. Under 2 minutes to go. Here is Mulari with the puck. Mulari stolen by Lithuania, sends it back out into neutral zone. Number 15, Hope Gregory coming in. Oifi Hoare. Back to number 17, Rebecca Lilly. To Gregory. Gregory on the left side, nobody around her. Mulari in the back with a shot blocked. Minute 20 to go in the period. It's all New Zealand. Lithuania. And that's a high stick. That's too bad. Lily with a high stick. Kimi was there to play the puck, and it's a high stick call. No one's going to the box, but face-off's going to be back in the New Zealand zone. Minute 12 to go in regulation time. Mulari with the puck. Behind her is number 8, Justinovic Chute. Now Lithuania a little more aggressive in forechecking. Justinovic Chute with the puck. Sends it down deep and goes after puck herself. 51 seconds to go. New Zealand goalie unable to go for an extra attacker. She's still in it because Lithuania with the puck in the offensive zone. 40 seconds to go. New Zealand with the puck. Interception by Lithuania. Sends it back down deep. Here is the shot by Vichute. Goalie Henry had to make a blocker save. And Lithuania keeping the puck in the offensive zone. New Zealand unable to mount any offense for the last minute or so. Now they get it. Lily, 15 more seconds. Lily with the puck. Everyone's tired. Mulari, here's 10 more seconds. New Zealand with 1 more chance, unable to let off the shot. 4 more seconds. Can they center it? No. Lithuania gets it, and Lithuania wins it 2-1. And they move up in the standings. And that win leaves New Zealand with 3 losses in 3 games and now they face they face regulation to a lower division. 2 more games to play for these teams, and a brilliant 2-1 win for Lithuania. Now with the presentation for the individual awards, best player for each team, a great tradition for IIHF international play. Time to recognize the best player of each team, not just the winning team. And for New Zealand, their goalie, number 1, Lachlan Henry. There's no doubt one of the best player on the team, and look at her, all smiles. Fabulous performance. Great sportsmanship. For the losing team, everyone smiles and cheers. And at number 8 for Lithuania, Viltautė Jasinavičiūtė. She did not get into the score sheet much, but she was very active up in the attacking zone, contributing a lot to the team, because when you're attacking, the puck's not going into your net. Congratulations to both players. A surprising win for Lithuania if you look at the standings. And the newcomer to Division 2B has just beaten the silver medalist from last season. And now they are 3rd in standings with 6 points in 3 games. They will certainly not get relegated down to Division 3A, and I think that's their main mission, and I think that's a great job accomplished. Well, let's wait for the national anthem for Lithuania. Congratulations to Lithuania and the updated standings. These are not official. Please head on to IIHF.com for the official standings. And from my account, well, I did these myself, Lithuania, 6 points in 2 games, and now they're in 3rd place, just behind Ukraine and Hong Kong, China. New Zealand, today's a pivotal point. They will not be able to compete for a medal, and instead their focus will be shifted to staying in the division. And for tomorrow, New Zealand faces off Belgium at 12:30 local time. That is going to be the defining game for these two teams. Which team stays and which team gets relegated to the lower division. And today we have two more games for you at 16 o'clock. At 4 o'clock local time, we have Ukraine versus Belgium, and at 7:30 tonight local time, we have Mexico against the hosts, Hong Kong, China. And once again, this is Greenwich Mean Time +8, so adjust your times accordingly. Thanks very much, my name is Scott Yang on behalf of the Hong Kong China Ice Hockey Association and the IIHF. Goodbye, and we'll see you here on the next game.